Hillary supports the government taking over your health care, the government telling you what to do with your money. Hillary was fired from the Watergate investigation for trying to violate the Constitution of the United States. Hillary refused to send help to Americans in Benghazi for political reasons, and they died because of her.
Announce their unions. Do you think New York State should recognize gay marriage?
No.
No. Okay.
I believe that marriage is not just a bond, but a sacred bond between a man and a woman. Is why gay rights are human rights, and human rights are gay rights. I am reaffirming my commitment to the H-1B visa and increasing the current cap. You know, let's just face the fact that
already corporate America has used up its allotment of H-1B visas for 2008, 65,000 high-tech workers and another 20,000 with advanced degrees. Clinton did not specify how many more foreign workers she would allow.
Critics blame NAFTA for the loss of manufacturing jobs in industrial states including Ohio and Pennsylvania. Clinton helped get NAFTA approved. She held at least 5 meetings to strategize about how to win congressional approval. She helped the White House block opposition from labor and environmental groups.
This was something that you wrote about as a real success for your husband. You said it was good on balance for New York and America in 2004, and now you're in Ohio, and your words are much different, Senator. The record is very clear.
You're talking about outsourcing from the United States to India?
1 minute, please. Excuse me, we'll try and get everybody
outsourcing from the United States to India. We know it's been going on for many years now, and you know there are advantages with it that have certainly benefited many parts of our country.
There's a new advertisement, an election campaign of President Obama that's causing a lot of heartburn here over outsourcing.
Well, you know, it's an election campaign, and there is an obligation in any election campaign
to overstate a little bit.
Well, I don't know about overstating. I wouldn't go that far.
And if a company like Nabisco outsources and ships jobs overseas, we'll make you give back the tax breaks you received here in America. If you aren't going to invest in us, why should taxpayers invest in you?
You're talking about outsourcing from the United States to India?
1 minute, please. Excuse me, we'll try and get everybody
outsourcing from the United States to India. We know it's been going on for many years now, and you know there are advantages with it that have certainly benefited many parts of our country.
Well, Hillary Clinton says she wants to win over everyday Americans, but even some on the left think she's too much of an elitist to identify with folks on Main Street. Listen to Ralph Nader. Ralph, is Hillary Clinton a crony capitalist?
Yeah, for sure. When she was a senator, she did not challenge any corporate welfare boondoggle, and there are dozens of them. And as part of the Obama administration, she certainly hasn't done that. And her years in New York have just turned her into a dyed-in-the-wool corporatist and militarist.
To people who lie to them.
You know, I have been a critic of NAFTA from the very beginning.
Tired of people who deny problems.
NAFTA is proving its worth.
Tired of people who act like something they're not.
You know, ever since my husband got out of full-time public service, he's actually made money. Much to both of our amazement.
Your husband received $800,000 for 4 speaking engagements, ostensibly in support of the trade deal, or by a group that supports the trade deal. You've given your own money to your campaign. Is that a conflict of interest?
Part of what I believe with all my heart is that the voters are tired of people who lie to them.
That was not a vote for war. I actually started criticizing the war in Iraq before he did.
By the summer of 2004, Senator Obama said he wasn't sure how he would have voted.
If you had been a member of the Senate, you would have voted against the resolution.
Yes, I would have agreed with our senior Senator Dick Durbin and voted nay.
The voters are tired of people who lie to them.
You know, I have been a critic of NAFTA from the very beginning. I was one of the voices in the administration warning about NAFTA. Oh, I think that everybody is in favor of free and fair trade, and I think that NAFTA is proving its worth.
They're tired of people who act like something they're not.
I was kind of taken aback by the remarks that Senator Obama made the other day, because they don't reflect my experience. You know, they seemed kind of elitist and out of touch.
I suppose I could have stayed home and baked cookies and had teas, but what I decided to do was to fulfill my profession.
You know, my dad took me up behind the cottage that my grandfather built on a little lake called Lake Winola outside of Scranton and taught me how to shoot when I was a little girl.
How many of you in your adult lifetime have had a gun in the house? One. Senator Gravel, Senator Biden, Senator Dodd, Governor Richardson, Congressman Kucinich.
You just talk about when the last time you fired a gun was and the last time you went to church.
You know what? That is not a relevant question.
Tired of people who lie to them.
You know, I have been a critic of NAFTA from the very beginning.
Tired of people who deny problems.
NAFTA is proving its worth.
Tired of people who act like something they're not.
You know, ever since my husband got out of full-time public service, he's actually made money. Much to both of our amazement.
Your husband received $800,000 for 4 speaking engagements, ostensibly in support of the trade deal, or by a group that supports the trade deal. You've given your own money to your campaign. Is that a conflict of interest?